That was big, another big experience, which was a very bad experience. And your like moral go all the way down because you feel that you are working so hard, doing as much as I can to do better, and then what you receive as a crown is jail. It's like, okay, you do all that stuff, it's a good stuff, thank you very much, but you're gonna be in jail. So I was like, so when I asked for the asylum, what happened was that this discrimination, laughing at you, point, like finger point you, a star. So I asked for the asylum. They take off my passport, then take me to a room. A female officer come to search, and then she noticed that I was a trans person, and then asked for a man to get in, and then the men touched me everywhere. After that, there was this big, like, sitting area with a lot of chairs, like a lot of lines of chairs, and they sit me all in the front, all the way in the front, just for the rest of the people don't feel uncomfortable and stop, not to need to be seeing me. It's like, oh my God, you are like something, you know, disgusting. So they put me all the way there. So someone show up and start giving like little mattress to everyone because we're gonna be there for the rest of the night, and they give every single one but me. So I have to stay the whole night sitting while everyone else was sleeping comfy in, well, not that comfy, but comfier than me, and that's little mattresses. I stayed there for that night, and the day after they moved me to somewhere, to another place, and in the other place it was a similar situation. So they started like torturing me with my sleeping. So they didn't have a place for people like me. That's what I was told. And what happened was that I was sitting next to the officer that was taking every single person, like doing the intake form for every single person next to me. So I have to see every single one who went to this officer. So every single one was laughing at me, especially because one day after or 2 day after, whatever, if you are a hairy person, everything will start showing up. And if you are dressing like a woman, and then they didn't allow you to change or to clean or to shower or whatever, so you look like horrible, especially if you don't like to look that way. So everybody who was like facing me was laughing at me. Every single one of the detainees, the officers, and whoever else was in that office. So I wasn't able to be in a cell. I was just in front of that officer. And what happened was that they have to take every single person out of the cells to let me go in for a period of time, like 2 to 3 hours. So that was my resting time per day, 3 days. So they just let me sleep like 8 hours in 3 days, something like that. And that was like very awful. And after that, they trans they moved me from that place to the official prison. People call it detention center just to sound their look not awful, but it's a prison like for criminals because you've been treated like you kill someone. So when they did this, the intake for me, they asked me some specific questions about gender and whatever. So they say like, "Do you think you are an LGBT person?" You say yes. I don't think so. I am. And they say, "Are you gay?" I am a trans person. And they say like, "Are you afraid of being in the general population?" I say yes. And the person say, "Don't say yes because if you say yes, you're gonna be in um, solitary confinement." I didn't know what was that, and they said, "What is that?" And say like, "Oh, you're gonna be by yourself in a little cell for all the time, and you're just gonna have like 30 minutes to take some sun, and that's it." And of course, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna go nuts. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna like, even though I am already. So imagine yourself for a long period of time in a little space. So I say, okay. So they put me in the general male population, and I stayed there for 2 months. In those 2 months, I met a lot of transgender. We were like 7. I also met a lot of persons' lives stories, um, especially because I feel myself that I am a friendly person, so I can speak with whoever, and also because when they dress you up like a male, you're like, not everyone is um, that much female appearance to not to look male in male clothing. So yeah, I look very more like a gay guy than a trans person. So it was more easy for me to navigate in a place where there is male only than those who were like more female presented. So yes, so I met a lot of stories, but at the same time, I seen a lot of injustice there. If you don't speak English, especially, I already have this, not as much as I getting in my English language right now with college and everything, but I already know how to like have a conversation or ask for something. So I became the interpreter of most of the people there. So that was a good thing. But at the same time, for them was not like a good, for especially my trans community in there, was not a good thing because most of us do not look the way we want. We were treated like a male. We've been called like, if they use a female name, they will not call you that way. They will call you with your official name, and they will also separate you from the rest. You will have to be located next to the shower where the cameras are like specifically located, or better visibility, because we were target. Of course, if you are female, and especially in a place where people that is like for years there, you are a target to be raped. For every 5 cases reported to them, at least one is a trans person saying that has been raped. So, and they say like, we are the person who are like provoking the male to do that. We were not like, you're not gonna be asked like, what happens to you? It's like, what did you did to get that? It's like you deserve it. So yes. So I stayed there for 2 months, almost 2 months, and I gained like 40 something pounds, because the food is just sugar and flour, and it sucks. And that is another torture, because you have to eat at 5 in the morning, then 11 your lunch, and 5 in the evening. 5 afternoon your dinner, and there is no food in 12 hours. So you are forced to buy if you have money, or you will not. You will be like not having nothing to eat through those 12 hours. They force you to work for 8 hours, very hard work, and you just get $1. So yeah, that was if I kill someone. I think if somebody kills someone, will not receive that treatment, because that was so wrong. Just because you don't have documentation, you didn't born in this country, but you didn't do anything wrong. You just tried to live in a better place. You just tried to survive. Yes, that's what happened in there.